Hello again, friends. Welcome to another edition of Beavertown Outdoors. I'm John. I'm out here at the beautiful Beavertown compound, and today is kind of a big day for us. We got the roadside stand all built. If you've been following along with my shorts, built a roadside stand, and today is the day we're gonna fill it and open it for business. So I decided, as part of the firewood business, I'm going to have a roadside stand. Those seem to be very successful for others, and a lot of people around here seem to be fairly honest, so that's good. I think it's a good opportunity to make some extra money instead of doing everything by delivery. So I built a roadside stand, and I did it not on the cheap per se. Didn't want to be cheap, but also had to be frugal, and I think I kind of struck a good balance with that. I had some materials laying around that worked good for it, and so what I had to buy was fairly minimal. I think I spent a couple $100 on some wood, some lags or timber locks, whatever you want to call them. So for a minimal investment, hopefully it's gonna pay for itself here pretty soon. And here it is in all its glory. So this firewood stand I got, where I built, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Any of you watched other videos or do this, you know how this works. You have a certain amount of firewood. I got space in here for both stacks of wood, and then over here is going to be on this end where we do bundles. So how I built this was I had this large 4x8 pallet. So the stand itself is 4x8. Use that as kind of the base. Put a couple legs to both put it into the ground, but stand it up just a little bit. I didn't want it sitting right on the ground. Hopefully that'll help it last a little longer, not rot out as quick. Obviously, being a pallet, I'll eventually need to fix it, I'm sure, but this should last for a little while. But yeah, and then the sides is just some tongue and groove. And then for uprights, for the upright main frame, I actually use landscape timbers. Now I know they're not for structural purposes, but I'm not standing on these. I'm just using them to hold up a roof. And I thought it kind of gave a nice, I don't know, how would you say, rustic look to it. So I know I put a pole up, and the time I did decide on painting it, I had one vote for green to paint it green. I had another vote for red, and actually I take it back. The poll online, I had one vote, and it was for red. I think there's 4 on there now all for red, but Miss Debbie said it should be green, and her vote kind of was being she was the other vote at the time. She was a tiebreaker. So what I did as a compromise was I painted a bright green, but I used red. I don't know if you can tell that's red in this light, but the lettering's red. And then I used Thompson's red cedar for the color for the inside and how to treat the wood. So that's working out pretty good. The Thompsons, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I don't know if you can see here, it did rain last night a little bit, and yeah, it's beating up there. It's not soaking into the wood. So hopefully that'll help it last. This isn't pressure treated, so hopefully it'll make it last a little longer. And then the roof, I thought, I had these sheets. These are repurposed from the greenhouse. I put better greenhouse panels on, and so I repurposed these. These were what I had on there originally, the transparent, semi-transparent, whatever, corrugated, and I used those because I figured they'd be strong enough. They'd do what I needed to do, and but they'd also let a little light, getting some sunlight in it too would help keep and further dry wood as it's in here. And then lastly, of course, I gotta have somewhere to pay. So I got this pay box. Nice metal pay box bolted into the upright here. And it's weatherproof. It's got a little weather flap. People just lift and hopefully insert dollars. Okay, so what I'm going to put out there to start is I've got all this pine, and I actually need to get this moved out of the way along with all this elm and maple, because my plan is actually to relocate the firewood processor out here, because of my apple trees, which, believe it or not, have already lost a lot of their leaves and the apples are dropping off. It just ain't been a great place for drying wood. So I'm thinking I'm going to move the processor out here, go back to having the splitter out where the processor is, or actually I might even use that space to way out there to hold logs. But that's for another day. Today, like I said, we're going to use this pine, and I'm going to kind of hold some back because I am going to make bundles. So hold the smaller stuff back for that and keep the bigger pieces for the loose wood out in the stacks. So let's get loaded up. right, so I know I can put more in here, but this kind of give me an idea how much. Let's see how much wood I get end up in the stand stacked out with this much wood in the trailer just loose. And we'll drive it out there, stack it up, see, give me an idea how many of these trips I'm gonna have to make. Okay, so each one of these bunks is 2 foot wide, and I got the mesh up to 4 feet tall. I'll probably go a little over that. It just kind of, it's basically to give people the idea how much wood is for them to take for their $20. And we'll see how this does. I mean, this is pine, campfire wood. There, make sure we get the full 2 foot. You know, so this ain't high dollar wood. We'll see if it sells out. Great. I might if I put something nicer out here, might raise the price a little bit. Time will tell. Got to see how this is going to work out. So looks like that trailer load loose gave me about a bunk and a quarter, third. That's not too bad. So about 4 or 5 more trips, we'll have these all filled up, and then we'll start making some bundles. All right, so after a few trips, we We've got the front and the back bunks filled up and ready for people to come by. So now I gotta come up with some bundles, because those are empty and I haven't made any yet. So now I gotta come up with some kind of jig, which I got an idea, and we're gonna try it out and see what happens. So we get that put together and start making some bundles, and we'll get those moved out here. Well, might not be pretty, but I think it'll work. Just a little bundle wrapping jig made from some scrap piece of wood, and made it tall enough that you don't have to be bent down or have to pick it up and put it on something. You know, it's yeah, and it'll make a 1 cubic foot bundle, which I know is a little big, but you know, I'd rather over deliver. So all right, let's get some bundles wrapped. Sure, I could use a better ruler. There we go. Bundle. All right, keep going. well, I'm gonna have to go get some more wood. So I'm gonna go get some more wood, and I'm gonna get some more wood, and we're gonna make some more of these. Well, and here we are, everybody. We're all set up and open for business. We got a couple totes of boiler wood. We got stacks. And we got bundles. Anxious to see how well this pans out. I think it looks good though. Well guys, that's gonna do it. We're all set up, and we got places to go tonight, so that's we're gonna call it a wrap for the day. And I hope you all been following along with my shorts and following along on the progress of getting this going. Yeah, it's the first step to actually bringing money in, getting this going, and then on to start doing deliveries oak. Got plenty of that's ready to go, and be getting an ad up here soon. And yeah, so hopefully finally after all this work and money going out, we'll have some money coming in. But if you like what you saw, if you like the shorts, this video, and you like my channel in general, please like and please subscribe. And take a look back. There's, I don't know how many videos I'm on now, but there's quite a few. So, you know, if you're new to the channel, take a look back, see where I came from, and see where we're at here. And subscribe and hit that notification button. That way you'll follow along as we move on. So until next time, everyone, from all of us here at the beautiful Beavertown compound and Beavertown Outdoors, take care of each other, be good, stay safe, and I'm out.